Hi folks, let's take a quick tour of Kansas along 39 degrees north. I've got it in ArcGIS 3D Scene Viewer, and I've got my points that I've visited here in the great state of Kansas. As you can see, let's tilt this a little bit in the 3D Scene Viewer, and let's just do this so that we can take a look at these points. Look at that. That's magnificent. Look, we can change the base map if we want. Let's change it to OpenStreetMap, which is a crowdsourced set of layers, including streets and other things that people have collected. So now I can see, wow, there's my route along 39 degrees north with OpenStreetMap. Let's go ahead and change it to imagery now so I can look at, well, there's the Rocky Mountains off to the west, but here we are looking at the great state of Kansas. Okay, so I have this data. Wow, look at that. There's Kansas, and let's look at imagery hybrid. How about, we got the outline of Kansas right here at my fingertips. Okay, super. So we're going to start at 3995 and move out west. Here at 3995, I got that point right here, and you can see this looks like right here. Here's me in the eastern part of Kansas, so you're going to see some trees there. What about 3996? This is the full degree where the latitude and longitude lines actually cross. So 3996, what does that look like? Well, I was in the snow, as you can see, up to my elbows, laying in the wheat field. 3996, fascinating. What about 3997? What does that look like? And can we detect any? Okay, a cornfield, and again, winter time, just in the field, as I'm always preaching, actually in the literal field. 3998 here. What about there? Here it is, 3998. I'm wearing my tie. Another cornfield, some trees still. Okay. What about 3999? Yeah, what about that? 3999, some more corn. Okay. Not a whole lot of terrain visible on that photograph. 39100, let's take a look at that one. Now we're starting to get onto the high plains. Fewer trees, but again, the actual intersection of those latitude and longitude lines, the full degree, is actually in a field. What about 101? Now we're getting to the western edge of Kansas here. Let's take a look at 101 here. 101, okay, no trees visible on the horizon at all. High plains, and now let's look at finally 102, 39 north 102, no trees. I got some short grass prairie there, may have been cultivated in the past, but windy, okay, high plains. But the point is, I've got all of this sitting in my 3D scene viewer, and I can zoom in on any one of these and see at the bottom of these big triangle, like sort of cylinder pyramids that I've got, inverted pyramids. I can see exactly where that was in the satellite image, right in the woods, right along the Kansas River. And then I could go over to this one and say, oh, well, that field I was in, that was snowy, as I recall, at the time that I was sitting in it, was right here, not too far from the road. And if I keep panning off to the west, I'm going to eventually get to 39102, which, as you can see, is not quite to the Colorado border. It is, it's close, but it's not actually there. How far was it from the Colorado border? It's 2.5 miles, 4-ish kilometers or so from the Colorado line. So the 102 is not actually the border of Kansas and Colorado. It's slightly off because of, well, the surveying measurements that were done way back in the 19th century. They were close, but they weren't right on. So here's this field. And as I recall, it wasn't anywhere close to a road, so I had to trek in there from this road out in this area. So I had to walk, not too far, but let's do a new measurement, and to walk about 2 miles each way from that particular road. Okay, so the point is, you've got any data that you want to map and analyze, you can put it in this 3D scene viewer for additional insights. This could be the wetland that you're studying, it could be graffiti in your community, it could be litter, it could be invasive species, it could be water quality, soil moisture, weather, whatever it is. You got a capability here with this 3D scene viewer from Esri that's inside the ArcGIS platform at your fingertips. And in my case, those points, I geocoded all of those with a specific latitude and longitude, but it could very easily have been street address or other variables. Thanks. Get out there and do some mapping and get into the field.